Have you ever felt like you are screaming underwater? You open your mouth to speak, to explain the storm raging inside your chest, but no sound comes out. The world continues moving around you, fast, loud, and indifferent. People are smiling, celebrating, getting the jobs, getting married, buying the houses, moving forward. And you are standing still, frozen. It feels like you are trapped in a waiting room where they forgot to call your name. You look at the ceiling in the middle of the night, when the silence is so heavy it hurts your ears, and you whisper the question you are too afraid to ask in public. Ya Allah, have you forgotten me? I know you have asked this, maybe not with your tongue, but with your tears. With that heavy sigh you let out when you scroll through your phone and see another person living the life you prayed for. You see the blessing you begged for in the hands of someone who didn't even ask for it. And a small, dark whisper enters your heart. It says, "Your dua is not powerful enough. You are not good enough. Allah is angry with you." Today, I want you to stop listening to that whisper. Today, I want you to listen to the truth. Because if you clicked on this video, it was not an accident. The algorithm didn't bring you here. Your Lord brought you here. He brought you here because he knows your breaking point, and he knows you are standing right on the edge of it. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. There is a massive difference between a punishment and a preparation, but they feel exactly the same while you are going through them. Both feel like fire. Both feel like pressure. Both feel like you are being crushed. But think about the diamond. To the piece of coal, the pressure feels like death. It feels like the earth is closing in to destroy it. But to the miner, the one who knows the value of what is inside, the pressure is not destruction. It is creation. You are feeling the pressure of the delay. You have raised your hands for months, maybe years. You have woken up for tahajjud. You have given charity. You have changed your habits. You have cried until your eyes were dry. And yet, silence. The door remains closed. Why? To understand this, we have to go back to a story you think you know. We all know the story of Prophet Yusuf, Joseph. We know the ending, the king of Egypt, the power, the reunion. It's a beautiful ending. But we often speed read through the middle. We skip the darkness to get to the light. Imagine being a young boy. You are loved by your father, you have a beautiful dream, you have a destiny. And then, in one moment, you are thrown into the bottom of a well. Not by strangers, but by your own blood, your own brothers. Close your eyes and imagine the darkness of that well. It is cold. It is damp. It smells of rot and fear. You look up, and the circle of light at the top is getting smaller and smaller as the sun sets. You scream for your father, but he cannot hear you. You scream for mercy, but the rock covers the opening. In that moment, did Yusuf, alayhi salam, look like a king? Did he look like a prophet? No, he looked like a victim. He looked like someone whose life was over before it began. If you took a snapshot of his life in that moment, you would say, "This is a tragedy." But Allah was not looking at the snapshot. He was painting the masterpiece. If Yusuf was never thrown into the well, he would never have been picked up by the caravan. If he was never picked up by the caravan, he would never have been sold in the slave markets of Egypt. If he was never sold as a slave, he would never have entered the house of the minister. If he never entered that house, he would never have been falsely accused. If he was never falsely accused, he would never have gone to prison. And if he never went to prison, he would never have met the king's servant. And if he never met the servant, he would never have interpreted the king's dream. And if he never interpreted the dream, he would never have saved Egypt from starvation. Every single tragedy, every single pain, every single no that Yusuf faced was actually a yes in disguise. The well was not a punishment. It was the transportation system to the palace. You are in your well right now. You are looking at the dark walls. You are looking at the fact that you lost your job. You are looking at the fact that they rejected your proposal. You are looking at the medical report that says incurable. You are looking at the empty bank account. You call it a disaster. Allah calls it the transportation system to your destiny. There is a beautiful concept in Islam called al-Latif. It is one of the names of Allah. We translate it as the subtle one or the gentle one. But the meaning is much deeper. Al-Latif is the one who weaves your destiny together in ways you cannot see, using threads so thin and invisible that you don't even realize he is working until the tapestry is finished. He is Al-Latif when he makes you miss the bus, so you don't be in the accident that happens 10 miles down the road. He is Al-Latif when he removes a person from your life who you thought was your soulmate, because he heard conversations they had behind your back that you never heard. He is Al-Latif when he breaks your heart, so that the wrong things can fall out and the love of him can finally enter. You are crying over what you lost, but if you saw what Allah was protecting you from, you would smile. There is a narration that shakes the heart of anyone who hears it. It is said that on the day of judgment, when the people who suffered in this world, the ones who had the sicknesses, the poverty, the heartbreaks, the delays, when they see the mountain of rewards Allah has kept for them, they will wish that their skin had been cut with scissors in the dunya, just so they could have more of this reward. They will look at their life, the life you are complaining about right now, and they will say, "It was worth it. The pain was worth it. The loneliness was worth it." But I know, right now, in this world, it doesn't feel worth it. It feels impossible. You are tired of being strong. You are tired of being the one who always has to say Alhamdulillah while your heart is shattering. Let me tell you about the architecture of waiting. When you plant a seed, you bury it in dirt. You cover it up. It is dark. It is heavy. If the seed could talk, it would say, "I have been buried. This is the end." It doesn't know that the dirt is not its grave. It is its womb. Inside that darkness, something is happening. The shell is cracking. The roots are pushing down deep, anchoring themselves so they can hold the weight of the tree that is to come. If you dug up the seed every day to check if it was growing, you would kill it. You have to trust the process. You have to trust the soil. You have to trust the gardener. Allah is the gardener of your soul. He has buried you in this situation not to destroy you, but to grow you. You are developing roots. You are learning patience that you never had before. You are learning empathy. You are learning how to talk to him. Think about it. When do you pray the hardest? When everything is going perfect or when you are afraid? When do you call out, "Ya Allah," with your entire soul? When you are rich and comfortable or when you are desperate? This pain has brought you to the door of Allah. And anything that brings you to the door of Allah is not a curse. It is the greatest blessing of your existence. If this calamity makes you prostrate, if it makes you wake up in the last third of the night when the world is asleep, then this calamity is better for you than 1,000 blessings that make you forget him. But the waiting is hard. I know it is hard. The Shaitan devil plays a game with you during the waiting period. He tells you that your time is running out. He tells you, "Look at your age, it's too late. You missed the boat." Who told you there is a boat? Who told you there is a schedule? We live in a world obsessed with timelines. Graduate by 22, married by 25, rich by 30. If you miss these deadlines, society tells you that you are a failure. But Allah does not look at your wrist watch. Allah created time. He is not bound by it. He gave Prophet Abraham, a child when he was an old man, at an age where it was medically impossible. He gave Prophet Musa, Moses, victory over Pharaoh when he was just a man with a stick against an entire army. He gave Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, victory after he was driven out of his own city, starving and bleeding. Allah's help does not come early, and it does not come late. It comes exactly when it is meant to. There is a moment called the hour of desperation. It is that moment when you have tried everything. You have called every contact. You have used every favor. You have planned every plan B, C, and D, and everything has failed. You are standing in front of the Red Sea, and the army is behind you. There is absolutely no way out. Logic says you are dead. Science says you are finished. That is the moment Allah waiting for. Why? Because in that moment, your heart is completely empty of reliance on anyone else. You are no longer relying on your money or your intelligence or your connections. You are relying only on Him. And when you rely only on Him, the sea must part. The fire must become cool. The whale must spit you out. It is a law of the spiritual world. When the servant gives up on the creation and turns completely to the Creator changes the laws of the universe to save the servant. But you have to stop looking at the closed door. Imagine a man staring at a door that has been slammed in his face. He is pounding on it, crying, begging for it to open. He is so focused on that door that he doesn't see the massive gate that has just opened behind him. You are obsessed with the specific thing you asked for. Oh Allah, I want this job. Oh Allah, I want to marry this person. Oh Allah, I want this house. And Allah is saying, no. And you are heartbroken. You think He is withholding from you. But He is saying, no, I will not give you that job because I know that in 6 months the company will go bankrupt and you will be left with debt. I will not let you marry that person because I know that behind closed doors they have a temper that will destroy your soul. I will not give you that house because there is a fire written in its future. You are crying over the protection. You are crying because Allah saved you. There is a verse in the Quran that we recite, but we rarely internalize. But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you, and Allah knows while you know not. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. Allah knows and you know not. Write this down. Put it on your wall. Tattoo it on your heart. You do not know. You have limited data. You can only see the present. You cannot see the future. You cannot see the unseen. You are judging your entire life based on one scene of the movie, but Allah knows the entire script. Stop trying to be the God of your own life. Resign as the manager of the universe. Hand the keys over to the one who owns the car. When you finally let go, when you finally say, oh Allah, I trust you. Even if it hurts, I trust you. Even if I don't understand, I trust you. Do what you know is best for me. That is when the peace enters. That is what tawakkul is. Tawakkul is not sitting on the couch doing nothing. Tawakkul is striving with your limbs but resting with your heart. It is the bird that flies out in the morning to seek food. It doesn't know where the worm is. It doesn't have a Google map to the food, but it flies. It puts in the effort, and it comes home with a full belly. Your anxiety comes from trying to control the outcome. You think that if you worry enough, you can stop the bad thing from happening. But worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrow. It empties today of its strength. Let me ask you something personal. What is the worst thing that has ever happened to you before today? Think back to 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Remember that crisis that you thought would kill you, that heartbreak where you thought you would never smile again. You survived it. Not only did you survive it, but look at you now. You grew from it. You learned from it. Maybe you even laugh about it now. Who got you through that? Was it your cleverness? No, it was Allah. If He saved you then, why do you think He will abandon you now? Did He change? No. He is Al-Hayy, the ever-living, Al-Qayyum, the sustainer. His mercy does not run out. His treasury does not get empty. The problem is that we treat Allah like a vending machine. We put in a coin, a prayer, and we expect the candy bar, the miracle, to drop immediately. And if it doesn't drop, we shake the machine. We get angry. We walk away. But Allah is not a vending machine. He is a father who loves His creation more than a mother loves her child. Does a mother give her child candy every time he asks for it? No, sometimes she gives him medicine. The medicine tastes bitter. The child screams. The child thinks the mother is being cruel, but the mother knows that the bitterness is the cure. You are drinking bitter medicine right now. Swallow it with patience, because the cure is coming. There is a psychological state called learned helplessness. It happens when you face failure so many times that you stop trying, even when the door is unlocked. You just sit there and accept defeat. Many of us have spiritual learned helplessness. We have prayed and nothing happened, so we stopped praying with conviction. We just mouth the words. "Oh Allah, help me," we say, but in our hearts we are thinking, "He probably won't." You must change this. You must make dua like a drowning man. You must make dua with the certainty that the answer is already on its way. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Call upon Allah while being certain of being answered." Certainty, yaqeen. How can you be certain when everything looks bad? Because you are not looking at the situation. You are looking at the one who controls the situation. Imagine you are a child walking with your father. A big, scary dog runs towards you barking. Do you try to fight the dog? No, you hide behind your father's leg. Why? Because you know your father is bigger than the dog. You don't need to defeat the dog, you just need to be close to your father. Your problems are the dog. Financial debt, sickness, loneliness, enemies, they are barking at you. Don't try to fight them alone. Hide behind the greatness of Allah. Stand in prayer and say, Allahu Akbar. Allah is greater. Greater than what? Greater than your debt. Greater than your cancer. Greater than your depression. Greater than your enemies. Greater than your fears. When you say Allahu Akbar, do you really mean it? Or are they just words? If He is truly the greatest, then this problem you are facing is nothing to Him. It is smaller than a grain of sand to the one who created the galaxies. He can flip your situation in a blink of an eye. Kun fayakun, be, and it is. So what should you do tonight? I want you to try something different. Tonight, when the house is quiet, make wudu. But don't just wash your face. Imagine you are washing away the sins and the sadness of the day. Stand on your prayer mat. And instead of complaining, I want you to start with shukr, gratitude. This sounds crazy, right? You are in pain, and I am telling you to say thank you. Yes, because gratitude is the key that unlocks the increase. If you are grateful, I will surely increase you. Surah Ibrahim 14:7. Thank Him for the breath in your lungs. Thank Him that you are not in a hospital bed. Thank Him that you have eyes to see this video. Thank Him for the Iman in your heart, because there are billions of people walking this earth who do not know their Creator, who have no one to call upon when they are in pain. But you have Him. Find 5 things to be grateful for, even small things, the warm tea you had, the roof over your head, the fact that you survived another day. Then, after you have thanked Him, pour your heart out. Do not make a fancy, poetic dua. Talk to Him in your own language. Talk to Him like you are talking to your best friend. Oh Allah, I am broken. Oh Allah, I am tired. Oh Allah, I don't know what to do. I have no power, I have no plan. I leave this case to you. You are the best of planners. Surprise me with your mercy. And then, and this is the most important part, get up from that prayer mat and act like it's done. Walk with the confidence of someone whose dua has been accepted. Smile like someone who knows a secret good news is coming. When you worry after you pray, it is like you are insulting the one you asked. You are saying, I asked you, but I'm not sure if you can handle it. He can handle it. He handled the fire for Ibrahim. He handled the whale for Yunus. He handled the sea for Musa. He handled the blindness for Yaqub. He handled the barren womb for Zachariah. He can handle your rent. He can handle your marriage. He can handle your sadness. The miracle is not just in the result. The miracle is in the transformation of your heart while you wait. The miracle is that you didn't give up. The miracle is that you are still here, still believing, still holding on to the rope of Allah even when your hands are bleeding. That is the victory. So dry your tears, wash your face, straighten your back. You are a believer. You do not bow to circumstances, you only bow to the Lord of circumstances. The relief is close. The dawn is near. The darkest part of the night is always just before the sunrise. You are in the dark right now, which means the sun is about to break the horizon. Hold on, just a little longer. So verily, with the hardship there is relief. Verily, with the hardship there is relief. Surah Ash-Shar 94, 5-6. It doesn't say after the hardship. It says with it, wrapped inside this painful package is your gift. Wrapped inside this struggle is your strength. Allah loves you. He hasn't forgotten you. He is just setting the stage for a comeback that will make you forget every second of the pain. Trust him.